Marcus Aurelius, another day, another build out. So, we're going to walk through the Midnight template. All this is the same content, copyscape, jot form, and here to the build out. Pixel number, you get it. Set nav bar, you get it. So, the next step is to fill out the last box on services page and then copy that box in all pages except home. So, what does that mean? That means that you go to the services page and then you look at this last box, you fill it out with the obvious name, phone and address, and then you link the contact button, and then you go and you click this copy, and then you would copy it on each individual page except for the home button. And what that does is, here's a completed one, that does is that's going to create this box on every single page, and you don't have to go back and fill in the name and contact stuff and the linked button every single page. You just literally copy it like I showed you onto each page except for the home page, because the home page doesn't need that. The home page has its own little bottom paragraph here. Where is it? There it is. And it doesn't need all that extra information. So yeah, that should be pretty self-explanatory. Homepage doesn't need it, and the contact page has an extra map widget. So what does that mean? So that means is on the contact page, you will see the same box, but it has this extra map widget. So just go ahead and do the same thing we did with morning and add the address to that map widget. All right, and that is that for that step. Contact form. Manually enter the email and name a form on these 4 pages. These are the only 4 pages that have the contact form for this template. So you would just do the home, services, about, and contact, and you would go in and you would fill out just 2 steps: the form name, which is always going to be the name of the website, and the email. And just like with morning, the confirmation page is going to be generic, so you don't have to link it. It's already going to be linked. Cool. What is next? Buttons. Besides the last box, link the buttons on the home page and contact page. So like I said, the last box, if you copy it, it's all going to be linked to every page. So you don't have to relink it on every page if you copy it correctly, like I said. But outside of that, there are the contact page has these 2 top buttons that you also have to link, and the home page, which has its own buttons that you have to link. So that's what that means. Let me know if you have questions regarding that. And we're almost done. Fill in the text. So everything else is self-explanatory. You know how to fill in the texts to match the paragraphs. Right? There's always going to be the about or the first paragraph here. Services, blah blah blah. Home page. Yeah, I think I have a special note was to stretch the length to match quote form for the home intro paragraph. What does that mean? That means stretch the length with spacing so that it matches the quote form. Okay, see that? So simple enough. The block quotes, make sure you space this down so that this was overlapping these quote marks. So just space it down once or twice, and then it won't be overlapping anymore. And then I want the name to be separated a little bit on the block icon, so they'll have an extra space. And obviously I want all 3 block quotes to match itself and be parallel with one another. I will have to add that because I forgot to add that. Icon consistency, just like morning, make sure the same 6 are the same for every page. Abbreviate the gallery icon titles for the sake of staying on one line. What does that mean? It's referring to this right here. So one of the pages is search engine optimization, Facebook advertising, social media marketing, but you'll notice that for this sake of keeping it in one line, I just shortened the title for this little gallery part. And you'll notice that on the services page, you'll have that gallery too. So just like you did with the last paragraph, you can just go and once you fill out the icons, go copy to the service page so that you don't have to do it individually again. Okay, and I'm missing anything. Oops. No, I think that should be it. Oh, the last thing I want to mention. This particular paragraph on the services page, I think it's the same with the morning. I wanted this paragraph to match with the quote form. So what I needed to do was actually break this into 4 different text boxes. So this is one text box, this was one text box, this is one text box, and the bottom paragraph is one text box so that it would fit the length. Otherwise, like it usually is, these buttons are following this, and it would make this too long and it wouldn't look symmetrical. And if you don't understand what I mean, then I will go to it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So what that means is instead of just one text box and you copy and paste, you'd have to actually put a text box here and, all right, here, and 2 in the middle where you would put the buttons, the bullet points, I mean. Okay. All right, so it should be simple enough. A lot of it is the same. You just put the filler text in and then you match the icons. And then there's the little special notes that are written in here that we've gone over. But yep, that should be it for the midnight. Let me know if you have questions.